For people who might not know, Chernobyl is located in Ukraine. So it's a fascinating view that Chernobyl might be one of the critical sort of threshold catalysts for the collapse of the Soviet Union. That's very interesting. Just as a small aside, uh, I guess this is a good moment to give some love to the HBO series. It made me, even though it's British accents and so on, it made me realize that some of these stories in Eastern Europe could be told very effectively through film, through series. It was it's so incredibly well done. And maybe I can ask you, historically speaking, were you impressed?
I was, and I think that the miniseries are very truthful on a number of levels, and very untruthful on some others. And they got excellent very well the macro and micro levels.
Mhm.
So the macro level is the issue of the big truth, and the story there is very much built around the theme that I just discussed now. It's about the cost of lies, right, and the Soviet Union lying to the people, and that's what the film explores. So that's, I call it, a big truth about Chernobyl, and they got a lot of minor things really, really very well, like the curtains on the windows, like how the houses looked from inside and outside. I didn't see any post-Soviet film or any Western film that would be so good at capturing those everyday details. But then there is a huge gray area in between big truth and small truths of the recreating the environment, and that's how you get from one to another. And then you see the KGB officers coming and taking someone out of the meeting and arresting, which was not necessary. You see the Soviet boss threatening someone to throw the person from the helicopter. So you get this Hollywood sort of things, despite the fact that it's HBO series, and they're the best, really, in terms as a film. In the fourth episode, where they can completely decided just to hell with the reality and let's make a film. So they bring Legasov to the one of the key characters to the this court meetings, that they bring the key Soviet party boss Sherbina. He wasn't there. They create a drama there. So, but so they got the main thing, the big truth, right, and that's why I like this production.
Sometimes you have to show what something felt like, you have to go bigger than it actually was. I mean, if you, I don't know, if you experience heartbreak and you see a film about it, you want there to be explosions.
You want to see this in images, visible, right?
Yes.
So, and but the question again, I just mentioned KGB marching in, and or some party leader giving a speech. They were not given that speech, but the sense was there, and it was in the air. And I, as people of my generation who were there, knew that and recognized that. But for new generation, whether they are in Ukraine, in Russia, in US, in Britain, in Zimbabwe, anywhere, you have to do this little untruths and introduce them. And I had a very interesting on air conversation with the author of the script, Amazing, and I asked him the question of, okay, the film declared really the importance of the truth, but how do you square that with with the need in the film to really put it mildly, to go beyond the measures of truth, whatever understanding of that term is.
Well, I suppose it is a bit terrifying that some of the most dramatic moments in history are probably quite mundane. The decisions to begin wars, invasions, they're probably something like a Zoom meeting on a random Tuesday in today's workplace. So it's not like there's dramatic music playing. These are just human decisions, and they command armies and they command destruction. I personally, because of that, believe in the power of individuals to be able to stop wars, not just start wars. Individual leaders.